Check out what we got over here. Maserati, Ford, possibly a kit car, either way. Fiberglass, all tore up. This thing looks crazy. Wow, that's wild. Had a supercharger on it. And we got a Porsche. Another Porsche, looks pretty decent. Hellcat, of course. That's pretty sharp. Doesn't look like there's much wrong with that one. Old Mustang. Got a sharp looking Corvette, and this thing is killer. Look at that. That's crazy. Looks like it was on fire. Wow. Never know what you're going to see out here. I'm back out here at the local Copart checking out a couple donor trucks for the crew cab bump side. And I just want to show you a little bit of the crazy stuff that's going on here. I just started up this cat eye just because I was curious. Kind of similar to mine. I feel like it's probably just a 5.3 instead of the 6.0. Sorry if it's shaky. I'm stepping on all these big old rocks, but this thing just got hit in the rear quarter. Looks like it needs a new bed, but pretty similar to my rig. And she fired right up. But look at this thing over here. This Alumaduty is completely melted. This is like the 5th melted Alumaduty I've seen. I don't know what is going on with these things catching on fire, but this is crazy. Like, look, there's nothing left. I mean, you can see what was steel is still here, and then all this aluminum is just gone. Look, this is the door. This is just tragic. You can see the freaking screens here for the nice dash. Like, this is crazy. You can see the front end here. Relatively new truck. That is a shame. And look, here's the other one over here from last time. Super nice two-tone King Ranch Alumaduty, completely melted. I don't know what's going on. If anybody knows anything about why these things are catching on fire, let me know in the comments. I have not looked into it, but that is just tragic. This thing was beautiful one time, and now it doesn't have much left but a nice set of slightly charred ridge grapplers, some clean wheels on it. The bed might be salvageable, but the whole cab is just dunzo. That is crazy. This 6.7 almost looks like it has potential. The front's pretty nice. Y'all could see that back tire. Now, if it was the bed was just like this, that's one thing, but I don't really want to deal with all that. I'd kind of like to have a working axle. Looks like the leaf spring broke, the U-bolts broke. Got some issues going on here with the rear hub. The whole brake system's gone pretty much. Drive shaft's hanging out. Oh, real quick, just noticed she's got a nice axle dump on her. It's probably deleted. And look, here's the rest of the axle. That looks expensive to fix, but I might pop the hood and just see what's going on under here. I just saw it's got 111,000 miles or something like that. Hood doesn't want to stay up by itself. If it is deleted, it still has the EGR and all that stuff. Looks pretty stock under here. And the interior is the ugly old man tan, so not really feeling that, even though it does have, you know, a lot of nice stuff going on. I'm gonna pass on this one, keep looking. I hope they made it out of this one all right. That is crazy. This whole top is crumpled. They must have definitely rolled, got some grass, probably ended up in the woods. This thing is trashed. That is sad to see. It's crazy seeing what can happen to these things. Y'all gotta be safe out there. The more I see these damaged cars at Copart, the more cautious I am about just driving, and you know, people are crazy out there. You gotta watch out. This thing's all jacked up. I showed y'all this in the other video. Don't know what's all over it, but this 6.7 King Ranch is pretty far gone. This one is not the one I'm looking for. You can see the frame. The tow hook should be about right here, and it's all the way up in there. Frame's all pushed in, radiators are all busted. This one's a lot more work than I want to deal with for a donor truck. I'm kind of looking for something that's cosmetically jacked up, but this thing would need a ton of work. And it's a long bed. Not really crazy about the crew cab long bed look, even though that's what my truck is currently. But it does have nice interior, except the airbags went off. Oh, and it's rubbing on the fender there. It smells new in here. That's crazy. This is right where I was last time, in front of this crazy dually. Was the last truck I was looking at. This thing got some 26s or something on it. A lot of stuff going on with this welding bed. And you can see they put another red truck in front of it. This one's an aluminum duty instead of the steel body. But still haven't found the one I'm looking for yet. I'm gonna keep going. We're getting into the 18 wheelers and everything. Hopefully I am in the right place looking for the right truck. I wouldn't mind having this boat. This thing doesn't look too bad. I wonder how much it'll sell for. I'm gonna bump it, see if it wants to start up. Oh yeah. I wonder what happened to it. I don't know why it's here. I mean, it's not in perfect condition. Looks like it got ran into the dock or something, but I mean, it's kind of decent. I might have to look this thing up, see when it sells. I've never really looked into a boat on Copart before. Well, they got a little bit of everything out here. Yeah, she's all scuffed up, but for the right price, shoot, I'd get drunk in it. Well, it's not just the aluminum ones that catch on fire. This one definitely fared a lot better. Still all here, but definitely got crispy. Got some nice smoked headlights, custom. Oh, did it catch on fire back here too? What is this? This looks like it was set on fire. Why in the heck would it be on fire here and here separately? That's crazy. What in the heck? Like, how does that happen? It kind of looks like it started in the hub though. I wonder if it had a seized hub and that caught on fire. I don't know. Well, I've walked a mile and I definitely must have passed it, so I'm gonna go check the next aisle over. This is not the black 6.7 I was looking for, but it's definitely got some potential. Bed's jacked up, don't need that. Doors are all jacked up, don't need that. Now, some of this metal in here might be a problem. Haven't really decided how much from the donor truck I'm gonna use. That looks, it's part of the step. Some issues here and there. Let's see if this thing starts up though, and just open the door, kind of see where she's pushed in here. And the seat airbag went off, which is kind of upsetting. Prefer not to deal with any airbag stuff, but the dash is all intact, steering wheel, other seat, and the side curtain airbags did not go off. We've got a little bit of power going on. It looks like the light came on. Don't see keys though. That could be a big issue. I'm not sure what's going on. Let me look at the other side and see if I can find some. Because if I can't crank it up, then it's not for me. A little misaligned there. She's pushed in pretty good on the passenger side. Driver's side doesn't have anything wrong with it, looks like. But yeah, let me search for this key some more. Typically they zip tie it to it, so don't know where it could be. I'd be surprised a truck this new not come with them, but if they left them sitting in here loose, I'm sure somebody would have messed with it by now. So what do we got here? Oh, I'm moving the power adjusting seats working. I just bumped it with my knee. I don't know. She doesn't have a key. I'm not sure how much of a deal breaker that would be for me. I don't see the mileage or anything on it though. None of that is coming on with just the door open. Batteries might be disconnected though. Let me see if I can make something happen. Figure out a little bit more about it, because I'm a little intrigued by this one. Very stock, 6.7. Alright, battery is connected on this side and this side. So I think I should be able to see the mileage when I open the door. So we may have bigger issues than I thought. Let's see here. No, I'm not seeing anything. She might be dead. Plate Wyoming. That's wild. Let's see what's going on back here. Not too crazy about the fact that it's got a big old fifth wheel back here. Comes with a free hat though. Let's see, some straps. There's a zip tie like what they would put the key on. So I'm wondering what's going on with that. I don't know why this is back here. Is that from this truck? Yeah, I guess they took that out and that's been sitting out here in the weather. Put that in there for the next guy. But seats look pretty good. You know, she's dirty from being sitting out here at the junkyard, but no key, huh? That's unfortunate. Yep, it's got a roof. Not too worried about that. Power mirrors work. I don't know what's up with this thing. Maybe you need the key in order to see the mileage, but I didn't think that you did. And I thought the screen usually comes on some when you open the door. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it doesn't know the door's open. Open a different door. No, something ain't right with this thing. It's almost as if it was in an accident. I'm gonna keep an eye on it anyway in case it sells real cheap, because I think she ought to run. It was obviously driving when it got hit in the side. Don't know what's going on with it. If I had the key, I definitely would start it up and see what's going on with it. But looks like no such luck with this one. I'm back up by the front now. After walking farther than the eye can see that way, I now realize why I missed it. When I saw the pictures of this thing, the whole front end was still on it. And now the entire front end is in the bed. I mean, we've got coolant reservoir, radiators, air filters, headlights, grill, both batteries. I don't know what they were doing to this thing, but in the pictures it looked pretty whole, and I don't really know why it's taken apart now, but it's missing a lot. It does look a little better than most, because of the way the damage was. It was kind of right down the center. You can see it hit like a pole or something, but it seemed to have missed the frame. Looks like where the bumper bent, it bent the bumper brackets. Let's see how this cross member's looking in here. That looks pretty solid. I don't know if the frame is bent, but just at first glance it looks better than I expected. And we've got pretty much everything under here that you'd want to see. The whole side of this thing is perfect. That's one thing I'm concerned it's going to go for too much money, because it's got too much nice stuff. I mean, look, the wheels even look great on it. There's nothing wrong with the tailgate. Bumper looks good. It may be a little too nice for my price range, but it's got all this junk in the trunk right now. I'm not sure if anybody's going to want to buy something that's taken apart, but I also have no idea why the heck it is taken apart. It was all here when they took the pictures of it, sitting in the same spot. So I don't know who's been out here messing with it. Let me pop the hood on it. It's already got nothing to attach to. Yeah, you can see batteries are totally missing. There's a lot missing here, but there's no way I'm buying this thing without seeing what it'll do with some juice to it. So I might carry those batteries up here and just kind of see what happens with it plugged in. See if I can get the key to turn on and just look at everything, make sure stuff's working. And she's pretty torn apart, but might see if it'll crank up just to make sure everything is working as it should, because I do not need a big expensive paperweight, because I want all this good stuff in here. I want this frame, I want a lot of the stuff, so I want to make sure it's working before I spend my good money on it and then end up with two broke down trucks that don't run. Batteries reinstalled here. They look pretty new, pretty decent. They're kind of just chilling here, and I got all these hoses the best I could out of the way of this fan. Now I'm sure this thing is throwing about 1700 codes, so it probably won't start. But just with the batteries in, I just want to see what all this thing will tell me. It should have 43,000 miles, but I'd like to see that on the dash. You can hear we got some noises now. She's got the nice black lariat interior here. This one's not a platinum, just a lariat. Oh, let's see. Got the keys already in it. It's making some noise. Hear the fuel pump. Got all kinds of codes. Let's just try it. Sounds kind of dead, but it also could just be not letting it start. Let me reconnect those batteries a little bit better. Man, it's hot in here. Looks great on the inside though. Definitely not too shabby. All these parts back here. Yep, I can dig it. But this whole front end situation may be a little bit more of a pain than I want to deal with. I'm fairly certain somebody's been tinkering with her pretty good, because in the ad, in the pictures of it, after the wreck, it's sitting out here. All this was here, and it said it would run and drive, and it has pictures of the odometer and everything with the lights on. So I think somebody came out here, started it up, realized how much potential it had, and then tried to make it not look so good for the next person, and took as much as they could off. And I think they broke this connector here on the fan, knowing that it wouldn't start without that. And you can see there's just a bunch of stuff disconnected and removed, and they also put the batteries in the back. It seems like they kept good track of everything, as if they wanted it. Once they purchased it, they put it all in the back, all the bolts are together. But I think this thing is a runner. But again, with it being in this state, all taken apart, and it also does say it has mechanical damage. I can't verify that it goes into gear, anything like that, like I did with the last one. So I'm going to be a little more hesitant on purchasing it. But I don't know, there's a lot of good stuff here. Obviously it was capable of driving the last time it drove, because it hit something. So how bad could it be? But these trucks get real expensive real fast, and even just replacing radiators, wires, connectors, coolant lines, everything, trying to trace all this crap. There's so much to these new trucks. It could be over my head real fast. You can see this cooler here is all jacked up. There's a lot of bad stuff here with the good. So I don't know what y'all think. This one might be over my head as well. But I mean, all this stuff's going to be coming apart anyway to do a little bit of sculpting and backyard customs work here. So we'll see. I'm not totally ruling it out, but I'm not getting the warm and fuzzies from it either. I think that's enough shopping for one day. I'm freaking sweating. It's so hot out here, and got two trucks that won't start. I'm gonna watch these very closely, but not holding my breath. Thought this little bug looked pretty cool. I'm not really sure what year it is, don't know that much about them, but it looks way too nice to be here. Wonder what's up with it. Yep, the engine's made out of engine. This thing is pretty clean. I know a few people in my family would like to have something like this. Little thing's got a key in it. Look at that. Sounds like it's out of gas, just sputtered and died. Yeah, tank looks empty. That's pretty cool. Guess it's a manual. Look at that little stick. That is crazy. So tiny. Wonder what these do. Might have to look into these things. Shelly 67 Beetle convertible. Why is this here? Wow, look at this thing. What in the heck? Why is this here? Man, this thing's like brand new. I have no idea why it's at Copart right now. I guess they're just trying to see how much they can get for it. I'm sweating all over it. That is cool. This thing is clean. Not my style at all, but I can respect it. I really like this platinum. It'd be a lot of extra work if I got an aluminum truck for my project, but I kind of want to just see what she'll do. Oh, let's see. It's in neutral. That's fine. Fires right up. So nice. This one definitely doesn't have enough damage though for my price range, but a boy can dream. Some busted out windows, got the flashers on, everything. But man, this thing is nice. These seats are so freaking nice. These platinum seats, that sunroof, crazy. Yeah, I could definitely deal with this in my 71 crew cab. I'd be pretty stoked on that interior. Here she is. Didn't take me too long to find it. All right. Yep, that's definitely the one I'm looking for. Nice and can opener mod going on here. She is tore up. Hopefully in just the right places. So yeah, I don't see any major concerns in here so far. Let's see if we can peek in here. They got this taped up real nice, which I appreciate. Well, I can't really see nothing. We'll look up on the other side. How deep is this going in here? It's got a little ready lift on it. Yeah, I'll go on the other side. That wheel broke. That's crazy. Try to get a better view here. Yeah, the pictures I saw, it was in that building over there. So I wasn't sure they moved it outside, but I had a feeling they would. Let's see here. I believe there are no keys for it, so it won't tell me too much. We got some broken glass here. Where did that come from? I guess that's from that side. It's dusty in here. Wow. Yeah, that stuff hasn't really done the best job of keeping everything out. It is freaking covered in dust in here. But I've seen worse. Definitely seen worse. All right. It's not telling me the mileage. I believe it should when you open the door. This looks like it's been rained on a good bit. It's kind of getting a little mildewy. I want to say, yeah, that doesn't look too hot. Seems like most everything's wiping off though. Peeling this back some, get a better look. Mirror looks to be in good shape. Not that I really care, but. Oh, here we go, I can see in there better now. Yeah, I mean, it's been in, but not as drastically as I thought. Wish I could get this door open. Figure out how bad it is in here. That's all jacked. That's sharp too. So this is all this metal's from right here, peeled back. Dang. Definitely got hit hard. That looks pretty solid under here. How is this step not messed up? Something got hit just right on the side. Well, I think it, from what I saw in the report, it was involved with another vehicle. So another car hit it. But it is some interesting damage, that's for sure. It's all jaws of life to open. I just climbed through the window a little bit, popped the hood. So let's see what she's looking like under here. I did see one picture of it online. Nice and dusty. All right, batteries seem to be connected, at least one. All right, this one's disconnected. Let's see if it'll tell us the mileage when we put these crusty old things back on here. Probably dead, anyway. I feel like the last couple ones I've looked at have made some crazy noises when I connected them up, if they had any juice. Let's see. Yeah, it's not showing me anything. even unlocking. All right, I'm gonna check all the fluids because this one was kind of weird. There for a little bit on the website, it was saying this thing had water damage, like it was in a flood, and obviously it was hit by something, but I want to make sure that this thing should work if it had running batteries before I commit to it and then have a freaking big pile of junk that doesn't run or do anything and looks just as bad. So let's see what kind of color we got in these fluids. I'll probably check them myself without the camera, but just get a quick look. Trying to get everything all dusty. It's super hard with one hand. Yeah, that looks like just regular old black diesel oil. Oh, yep, I need both hands. I'm looking around at my options for a way to get a battery to this thing, and there's this one over here, similar situation, similar year and everything, but see the front's all jacked on this one. Needs a few new things. Looks like it broke the tie rods and all kinds of crap's all bent up under here. It's all caved in. Radius arms all jacked. I can't really hardly see. Oh, front drive shaft fell out. But this one's got power. It's got 78,000 miles. I bet it would start up too. I might as well, since I'm here looking at trucks. Wish I had some jumper cables. I can never say jumper cables here lately. I don't know why. It won't try to start. It's probably got too many codes. It says it's got a full tank of gas, and yeah, I don't even hear it clicking or nothing. Man, all the jumper cables are at the house waiting for me to mess with the old truck again. I should have brought them because I got some nice long ones that would reach from something over here, and I could get maybe just even see if power even works on this thing. I'm about to go ask somebody or keep looking around, see if I can find some. But I checked the fluids and they look pretty solid. She's nice and dusty under here, but not seeing anything too concerning in regards to what I need from it. Looks like it's all pretty well there. Just got a nice flat tire, broken wheel scenario going on here. I don't think that tore anything up too bad. Yeah, it looks pretty standard under here. I'll cut myself. Really wish I could start this sucker up, or at least get some power to it. I just jacked 2 halfway decent batteries out of that King Ranch that were making it do stuff. I could turn the key on and probably could have cranked it up, but I didn't try. And I got them very sketchily rigged in here. I know you're not supposed to tip them over because they can leak, but with 2 good batteries hooked up, this sucker is just ticking at me. Oh, it just stopped. Oh, look, when I hit this, it stopped. Hey, that's working. It's trying to do certain things. There's glass in there. All right, so we got some power to the seats. Something's happening. Why doesn't it tell me what my odometer reading is? I'm pretty sure when the door's open, that should, unless it's just the driver door. Oh, I just about fell in there because I forgot that was open. Let me go look at this other truck and see what happens when I open the passenger door. Got a nice Platinum over here. I was gonna take the batteries out of it, but it wasn't having it. All right, yeah, walked too far. Here we go. So I opened the passenger door, which is taped. That ought to be enough for it to think it's open. Alright, so this is with both doors open. I'll climb in here and close the door. Yeah, it should be telling me the mileage, and I should have that. Don't know why I don't. What is going on here? Really want this thing to work because it looks pretty jacked up, but I'm pretty hopeful that all the goodies under the hood work. But if it doesn't have any power, then it may be in some kind of accident mode to prevent a fire or something. I don't know, but it's not doing nothing. It just stopped making that noise, and then we got this happening. So we got some kind of electrical. I'm wondering if when that reboots, if it'll allow it to show me the mileage, or at least something on here. I just pushed a bunch of buttons, and this happened. I'm sweating on these seats here. All right, do something. All right, we have nothing again, but it did act like it wanted to do something. I think that was after I had hit power. So it is getting power to it. It's not telling me anything though, and I wish this thing had some keys. I could find out a lot more. Do I have any lights? Why does nothing work? Like, I wonder, why does this work? Why don't these work? Like, why is only some stuff working? I don't understand. Yeah, there's nothing too exciting back here. So close. What do y'all think, boys and girls? Now it's ticking again. I think it's just the seat trying to move because the door's up against it, and that probably is what drained the batteries. But now I have good batteries in it, it ought to do something, I would think. About to do some research. This one just caught my eye. I peeked inside. It smells like some flood damage in here, which is a little musty, and don't have anything coming on this one either. And we got a little bit of rust going on in here, and then looking underneath it, it's pretty crusty. It was probably already doing that. The way it's all muddy under here, I don't know if this thing went through the ditch or something, but I don't know about this one. It is pretty smelly in there. I feel like this one's got some water damage going on. I might peep under the hood since it's already popped, but I don't know. It's like kind of moldy up here. This one kind of seems like it went through a pond, honestly. Oh yeah, look at that rust. Yeah, that's that ain't it, Chief. That thing went through the salt for sure. See what it looks like under here. Pretty standard. Battery's pulled. It's got some amp steps on it. I don't see them though. Oh yeah, they're just that clean. Yeah, I think probably both batteries pulled. Yeah, both batteries are pulled. Doesn't look terrible under here, but this rust, I don't think that's for me. This one's had the full busted sunroof treatment, leaves, mold and all. That's freaking gross. I think this one was definitely in a hurricane or something. Yep, that ain't right. Well, I think that's about all I have time for. I think they're about to kick me out of here. It's about 5 o'clock. This thing's all jacked up. That ain't good. Don't want that. All right, I'm gonna get out of here before they get mad at me. But I could be here all day. There's so much crazy stuff. You just try to figure out what happened to these things. Okay, one more thing. I just noticed this thing's only got 2 lug nuts holding it on. That's kind of crazy. These look like they broke. So that's pretty interesting. I wonder if the wheel came off and they put one back on, or I don't know what's going on there. I don't know how they all broke, but it's still, the wheel's still on there. That's interesting. But I mean, a new hub isn't that much. Thank y'all for coming to look at these trucks with me. Now, I have decided one of these trucks that I just showed you is the one. I'm gonna buy one of these trucks to use for my 1971 crew cab 6.7 conversion. Now, I'd like y'all to try to guess in the comments which one. You can say like which color or which like time in the video I'm looking at it, but try to guess which one I'm gonna pick, and make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications, because my next video is hopefully going to be me going to pick one of these suckers up and showing you like in and out, bringing it home, everything, seeing if I can get it going. So make sure you check that out. You don't want to miss it.